In my last video, the top 10 best Mario Party Superstars Minigames, I said that if the video got 8 likes, I would do the top 10 best Super Mario Party Minigames. That video did not get 8 likes. To be fair, I didn't give it much time, but in fairness, the video got a lot of views really fast, and it's already on track to being like what my average views are for one video, which is around like 20 to 40 views already. So that's really good in its own way. So I just thought, why not make this video now? And also, it's a little. I kind of regretted saying that. Felt like it was a little push, like I was pushing likes, which I wasn't. I just want to see if you guys liked it. But I got some nice feedback on it, so here I am making this one anyways. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. This must be the way. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. I'm just going to say if must be the way. Yeah, that's just the best I'm going to get to it. Basically, this is a co-op minigame where one person starts off with a bomb and they have to walk on a path to hand it to the next person. Then they walk on another path to hand it to the next person, and so on and so forth until the last person gets it to the toads and they put it into a firework thing, and then fireworks go off. This minigame is surprisingly fun. I just really like just walking on paths, trying not to fall off in Mario Party minigames. I mean, it's very similar to Paths of Peril, and I love that minigame too, so it's a pretty good minigame. And if you do well on it, you can increase your ranking, which is fun. So yeah, it's a fun minigame. That's about really all I got to say about it. This minigame is also pretty good. Barreling along has you on a barrel, of course, and you need to get from one side of the field to the other. There are obstacles in your way, like grass and water, but there's also speed boosts, or boost pads, whatever you want to call them, to help you get there faster. One problem with this minigame, though, is that I find the motion controls aren't always the most accurate and can feel a little finicky. But they are accurate enough, and to be honest, it kind of makes the game more challenging in a way, and it's pretty cool, or fun, I guess. So, again, that's really all I have to say about it, so let's move on. Juice Box is also a pretty fun minigame. However, my problem with it is that you have to be playing with not difficult, just CPUs. Like, the CPU on your team has to be good at it, or you just feel like you're waiting around. Basically, each of you have a half of a square, and you gotta move around on the thing to try and match up. It's really hard to explain. You just gotta... Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna try. I do a horrible job of explaining it. You can probably just see in the footage what it looks like. It's pretty... You have to see it. But, yeah. But if your teammate isn't good at the game, then you're gonna just... You're not necessarily gonna do poorly, but you're just gonna be bored. And that can take away points from this minigame. So, let's move on. Dash and Dine is also pretty good. It's another 2v2 minigame where you and your partner need to collect different kinds of food. It can be anything from a tomato to lettuce to meat. And you need to bring it back to Toad. The person who completes the most sandwiches wins. So this minigame's pretty fun, and there are constantly toads that are walking around that block your way, which can make things more challenging. It's really fun just having to try and navigate your way around quickly. And it's a really good team building game, I guess, because you need to be able to tell what your partner is going to grab so that you know what to grab. Like if your partner is going for lettuce, then maybe you should get the tomato. Stuff like that. What's stopping this game from getting closer to number 1 on the list, though, is just that the toads can be really annoying, and sometimes the other people get in your way. And if you're playing alone, sometimes your teammate can be stupid and go for what you got. There are a few things that can ruin this minigame. But all in all, it's a really fun minigame. So let's move on. Cruisin' for a Bruisin' is pretty fun. But what's stopping it from getting closer to number 1 on the list is how easily it can be cheesed. All you gotta do is just keep running. Don't switch sides ever, just keep running. And as long as you just kind of like go out of the way of the blocks, that if they ever get in your way, you should be completely fine. But there is something kind of gratifying about just trying not to fall behind and get punched to death, basically. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say about this minigame. Yeah, it's pretty good. Is this one called Gridon Gauntlet? Or Gauntlet? Or Gridon Gauntlet? I don't know. Some of these are hard to pronounce. But this minigame is pretty fun. Basically, you're put in the middle of a football field while charging chucks charge at you. And you gotta not die, pretty much. It's a good minigame. And it constantly keeps you on your toes. You gotta constantly be aware of which spots are safe and which aren't. And it's really fun. So, yeah. That's about all I gotta say about that one, too. Fetch quests can actually be surprisingly fun. Basically, you're in a cave and you need to get diamonds so you can escape. But you need to work together with your team so that you can actually do it. It requires all of you to work together, of course. You need to each grab diamonds and bring them back to the center of the maze, while some of you will have to spend some of your time standing on a switch so that others can go and grab more diamonds that are blocked by a block that is lowered by the switch. It's a great minigame and it's fun trying to improve your times and improve on your strategy. So, yeah, it's a good minigame. Let's move on. Absent-minded is also really fun. Basically, you need to be able to determine which characters are on the screen and which ones aren't, or which one, as in singular. You're presented with 3 characters from the Mario series, and one of those 3 characters isn't on the screen. You need to quickly find out which one that is so that you can vote for them and get points. There are different ways of showing the characters. One of them is all the characters are blurred and it gets slightly less blurred. Another one, they all flash on the screen at different times and you have to quickly see which ones are there, which ones aren't. And another one, all the characters are kind of like cut into 4 pieces and scattered around the place. Or screen, you know what I mean. It's really fun and it constantly keeps you on your toes. Trip Navigator also keeps you on your toes. You need to quickly navigate your way to the center of the area while also trying not to slip on bananas. You need to find which ways are best to walk through so that you don't slip, of course. But you also need to decide if it's worth slipping on a banana, because sometimes that can actually save you time. I mean, I never do it just because I'm not that smart, but still. And if you do slip on a banana, it's very devastating, which just makes the minigame better. It kind of makes you feel bad for messing up, which is good, I guess. I mean, makes you want to get better, I guess. And yeah, it's constantly keeps you on your toes, and makes it really fun. So, anyways, let's move on to number 1 on the list. I could see a lot of people disagreeing with this one, but Slapperazzi is a load of fun. Basically, you need to get your picture taken, but everyone else is willing to fight for it. So you need to punch each other out of the way, which it's hilarious. And when you actually see the photos, they're hilarious. Like, some of them can be so funny, and it's just a great experience. Flash Forward from Mario Party 10? Well, this is that on steroids, which is awesome. Honestly, this minigame, I could play it for days. It's so fun. Really, I tell you, it is. This could be interchanged with Trip Navigator, but I just think I like this one more. This minigame is so much fun. So yeah, sometimes people can think that Super Mario Party's minigames are mediocre, and I think as a whole they are, but these 10 are pretty fun to play, and yeah. I really hope that the next Mario Party, though, makes some better minigames, because that's what the Mario Party series desperately needs. Anyways, like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.